It's going to be shitty later, though.
Why?
See these branches I have in my yard?
Yep. What's wrong with them?
Nothing. It's just, they're like, it's not good that they're full of leaves and still coming down. That means that hackberry's about to fucking...
Who?
The hackberry tree. I mean, something's going on. It's all wrapped in vines, probably dying. It's going to fall in the fucking...
Is that an actual tree?
Yeah. Hackberry. That's what all these, the ones that piss all the pollen and then they get aphids. You know when everybody has the black shit on the top of their car, like it looks like mildew? That's hackberry jizz from aphids. It's their jizz when they're mating.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And it looks like fucking somebody sprayed corn syrup on your windshield. That's straight up bug jizz.
Oh, bro.
That's what that is.
I'm so fucking
and then it gets a little moist.
I thought the pollen was bad.
And it gets a little moist.
What gets moist?
The jizz, and then the sun bakes it, and it's almost impossible to get off your fucking car.
Nah, bro, I'm good. What tree I gotta stay away from?
Hackberries.
How do I identify them?
Right there. See that one?
It looks like any other tree.
Yep. It's every tree that you see in Middle Tennessee.
Well, what the fuck?
We're just surrounded by...
I'm just gonna park.
We're literally surrounded by just airborne insect semen at all times. You're breathing it in.
If you really think about the shit that we're surrounded by, the bacteria, the viruses, people would freak out.
Yeah, you're OCD'd up.
It's like Lauren's like a germaphobe, and I'm like,
but if she really knew all of it, she'd never leave the fucking house.
You're like, let's bring a black light out or a fucking what you call it. Let me just show you what we're living with right now.
Mm-hmm. There's no way to get around it. I used to be a little bit like that until I realized like we're covered in bacteria at all.
You'll never be able to
We are clean. Bacteria. Without it, we die.
Yeah. So this is what it is. Why the fuck would you even worry about it?
I'm not worried about it.
I ain't worried about it.
This orange fucking creamsicle is you already finished your orange liquid death?
Oh yeah. That motherfucker. Oh no, I'm not finished with it.
We got
I'm trying to get hydrated up.
We got bucket hat era Julian.
There he is. Man, still rocking the Boston, baby. I respect it. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Don't.
I'm not gonna say anything.
He came in with the energy, like, let's not talk about it. And here we fucking are.
He's gonna continue with the energy. I'm not gonna say nothing. Matter of fact, look, Logan said I really can't talk shit because I don't have a team, and I don't really think that's accurate.
I agree with that.
No, why?
Because you can't. And with that sentiment, then you can only talk shit about players, which you do a lot. So
yes.
Just let that happen.
Listen, can I say this, though? This was my case last night. I say, look, I am pretty objective and fair when it comes to basketball players. When it comes to basketball teams, like, I don't have any bias because... Shut up, bro. I don't have any bias because...
You don't have a team.
No.
Then you can't shit on whole teams. You can only shit on players.
If they're playing like shit, then I'm absolutely going to fucking talk about them. Why not? Why is that not fair?
I don't know.
The only time that I'm biased,
it seems like a little bit of fence riding situation.
It's not fence riding. I'm just not emotionally attached to any basketball team. It's not fence riding.
Because here's the deal. He can say all that, but he'll be like, who I really fuck with right now? Like, I like how Minnesota plays.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but you can get on the train until you're like, and then get off the train.
I think I'm going for OKC right now. Look, I read something about Rudy Gobert. I don't really want to go for him anymore. You sent that to me?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Where he kicked his pregnant girlfriend out.
Hey,
yeah.
Bro,
no, is she pregnant?
She was.
Or they have a newborn or something.
He was like 1 year old, and he basically was like,
"Get the fuck out."
Yeah. And so if that's true, I don't want to see you succeed in anything.
Has he ever been cool? He's always been an asshole.
No, he's not. He's like the asshole version of Wemby.
It makes you think, dude, when Draymond put him in that fucking sleeper and nobody was there to help Rudy. It makes you realize now, because Draymond was trying to choke the fucking life out of him.
Maybe he's an asshole. Maybe he's got the Chris Paul effect.
Remember when he showed up for the press conference at COVID and was like sneezing and was like, I touched all the mics and everybody got COVID?
I forgot about that.
Yes, dude.
All right, bro. Yeah, we need to go ahead and get him out of here.
Here's how much everybody thinks he's an asshole. I have a Rudy Gobert on-card auto rookie card to 25. I can get like $100 for it. Maybe.
Bro.
If that was Wemby, I'd get $5,000. Probably more. Nobody even gives a fuck about that. Like, I've had it for years, just waiting for them to pop off in a way where I can just get rid of it. It's not even worth it. I might as well just sell it and get $100 now. I might get 30. I don't know.
The only thing that I will count on Rudy Gobert for, and we'll go back to him for just a second. I don't want to spend all our time on him. I'll put in a bet for him to get at least 1 block a game.
Yeah.
And he's good for it.
Might as well start putting money on these games, Jules. That's all we got left. We're cooked, bro. I'm not going to keep it.
Now look. I ain't said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are just sitting there letting it live in your damn chest, and I ain't say nothing. I told y'all I like everybody on Boston.
Except Tatum.
I don't like Tatum.
Dude, how bizarre is that, though?
Tatum's a good player.
How bizarre is that, though, that both had 3 minutes and 8 seconds on the fucking game clock when they tore their Achilles?
Was that what that was?
Yes. Both of them. 3 minutes, 8 seconds. Same.
Except one of them was a coward and one of them wasn't. All right, I ain't going to talk about it. All right. Anyway, listen. All right. So.
That's Kobe on the other side being like, you'll be fine, young king.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Just leaving a fucking wheelchair, unlike me.
He eventually left in a wheelchair. It's not like he walked his ass to the surgery room.
In a wheelchair.
He went out there for show.
Bro, listen. He didn't go back out. He disappeared and we didn't see him again.
Because he was in a wheelchair. They probably fucking draped him up like Taylor Swift when she comes in and out of the Chiefs Stadium.
They immediately did
surgery. Can't let anybody see him weak. Don't let him see him in a wheelchair.
Show up, you'll see him weak. Trash, bro. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about it. Y'all continue to talk about it, and I don't want to talk about it, and y'all want to fucking talk about it. So I don't want to, and I'm not gonna.
I just realized that I was about to make breakfast sandwiches, and I totally forgot about it.
You didn't make them?
No. I made the bacon, and I walked away.
I seen you eating something out of a bowl. I thought that was it. What the fuck was you eating?
Ground beef.
Prosciutto.
Just ground beef.
Well, I just assume you're eating prosciutto all the time. Is it prosciutto or prosciutto? What is it?
Call it prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
And here's the thing.
What is prosciutto?
I don't really like prosciutto, dude.
Do you not?
No.
Who the fuck eats prosciutto then?
Well, I have it in the house at all times.
Oh, why?
Because Miri likes it.
Oh.
If mom shows up unannounced on a plane flight, it better be in the fridge. But I like just pepperoni. I'm a pepperoni junkie, dude. I'll just eat slices, deli slice pepperoni.
Keelan loves fucking pepperoni. Bro.
See?
Because he knows what's up. Sandwiches.
Pepperoni and cheese.
Pepperoni.
Mustard. Yellow mustard.
I don't even like pepperoni pizza like it. Like I can eat it, but I don't.
You get heartburn?
No, I just don't like it.
How do you not like pepperoni pizza?
I just don't need pepperoni.
You just want cheese on a pizza?
No, I got all kind of shit that I like on pizza.
It's sausage.
I do like sausage. Peppers. You know, I used to do sausage and pineapple. It was fucking amazing.
I don't want to talk anymore.
Well, let's not fucking do it then.
You can't say that kind of shit.
Why?
You're not putting pineapple on pizzas, dude.
Okay, we're not going to have this fucking age-old conversation. We're not doing that. Why not? There's no rules when it comes to fucking pizza. If that's the case, then everybody needs to throw their pizza out in America and just put fucking...
That's not true.
...medallions of mozzarella on it, like the Italians like.
Well, I mean, pizza really was just bread that if they had leftover sauce or whatever for the day, but really it wasn't like this whole pie thing.
Yeah.
In Italy. You know,
I want to try some Chicago pizza.
That's not pizza. That's a pie.
I hear y'all.
And it's delicious.
Okay.
It's fucking amazing.
You can call it what you want. I just want it.
It's just, you just got to call it what it is. It's not deep dish pizza. That's just a pie. That's a fucking, now in Utica, New York, which is like an hour. And if y'all go up there, I'll take you there. You get what's called a tomato pie, traditional, and it fucking slaps, dude.
I don't like tomatoes though.
It's sauce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they'll do it like they'll put the toppings underneath the sauce.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds like it burned the roof of your damn mouth.
No, you'll love
get the damn sauce on the roof of your mouth.
You're gonna go up there and it's gonna change your DNA, dude. I'm telling you.
Well,
once you get a chicken riggy, you're never gonna be the same.
I don't know what that is. Rigatoni?
You'll have to go see.
I like rigatoni noodles.
Okay.
Or pasta.
Dude, pineapple on pizza is all right. If you're doing ham and pineapple on a white pizza, not a red sauce, that's fine. That's good.
Now my thing is chicken and bacon, and I like chicken and bacon and pineapple too.
I could see that working.
Chicken and bacon and pineapple.
Bacon and pineapple's nice. But again, with a red sauce, it just the sweetness of there's already enough acid on the fucking pizza from the tomato sauce.
So you just don't want.
And it's like it's a different. I don't know if it's more condensed citric acid, but when that like pineapple hits with the sauce for me, it like makes me nauseous.
God,
it's like too much fucking acid.
I don't know. I like sweeter type of.
You like sweet shit in general.
Yeah, but not like, I want fucking cake all the time. It's like, I want just a little bit of sweet, a little bit of spicy. You know, I hate cake. Did you ever know that?
I hate cake too. I'm a pie guy.
I am too, bro.
Any kind of pie.
Bro. Cake is just like bread, like dry bread.
The only one
there's moist cake, but it's just not the same.
The only ones I ever liked as a kid is pineapple upside down cake.
That's good. You know what I like? Angel food cake.
And I liked a nice red velvet cake.
So look, as we just said that we don't like cake at all, we start naming cakes.
It's 2 cakes. It's not the whole double. You know what it really is? I don't fuck with frosting at all.
For real?
I don't like it.
I like ice cream cake.
Because it's ice cream.
Yeah.
You got some cookie in there.
That's my vice. My sweet vice is ice cream. It's not cake. It's not like cookies. Mine too. It's ice cream, bro.
I would eat a pint of ice cream every night if I could.
Bro.
Now, when Breyers has the gallons of the peanut butter, the chocolate peanut butter, because Breyers is undefeated as far as peanut butter ice cream goes. I've tried them all. They are the best. Jules knows how I feel about this. Now, one time I was super ripped and I got my I'm playing COD, fucking eating. I'm looking for peanut butter.
You're fucking eating ice cream at the same time you're playing COD?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. I need to have both hands on what you got.
Right out, not in a bowl, right out of the fucking carton.
That's totally fine.
So
that's not the problem.
I'm searching and I'm ripped enough where I'm not realizing they didn't put any fucking peanut butter in the batch. What? So I like jokingly, I'm like, this, first of all, I am pissed, but I'm like, what am I going to do about it? So for whatever reason, I go on fucking Twitter and I find Breyers and I DM them and I go, hey, just so you know, I fucking can't live without this chocolate peanut butter. And this didn't have any peanut butter. I go, I'm very sad. Bro, I'll pull it up. And they were like, they immediately hit me back and were like, send us the batch number and where you bought it. Right here. Breyers, July 23rd.
Bro. Are you hearing this shit right now?
Look it, bro. I said, thanks for, I said, hey, oh no, it's older. They said, thanks for reaching out to us. We're not sure where the peanut butter wandered off to, but we're happy to help you track it down. Would you mind sharing the UPC barcode and Best Buy date from the product, as well as the name and address of the store you purchased it from? I was like, fuck, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Here's the pictures of it. I'm high enough to be like, so I send the shit, and they go, we're grateful for the information, provide the store's address, So I do all that. And then they sent me like 6 vouchers for free gallons of ice cream in the mail. And I was like, oh, fuck. And so then I rolled
bet you never missed the peanut butter again.
No, somebody got fired. I got somebody fired for sure. Somebody's in the factory just forgot to hit the button and now they're gone. They're on the streets.
He probably was.
They're homeless.
He probably was up all night arguing with his wife.
Yep. And I fucking ruined his life.
Rolled into work.
Just some spoiled white dude playing Call of Duty mad about no peanut butter.
That might be the most.
Yeah. It's not be
the most uppity white thing I've ever seen you do.
Yeah, it was. And I was super ripped. So I was like, now I'm like, first of all, they hit me right back. And I was like, this is meant to be. Some shit's about to go down.
The fact they hit you right back, they're like, we're not about to have this fucking publicity.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude.
Bro.
And then,
oh my God.
The best part about it though, is that I went to Kroger and I have it was like a crazy look. It was like gold leaf fucking gift certificate.
They gave you the fucking Willy Wonka golden ticket?
And I went and they're like, just scan it. And I scanned it. And here comes the attendant. He's like, what is that? I go, I got it from Breyers. And he goes, we don't accept that. And I was like, you mean to tell me?
Let me hit Breyers up again real fucking quick.
I'm about to get on the fucking phone with him. I'm hot. I'm like, dude, they say it's literally just says one free gallon. Like they fucked me and they sent, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, let me get the manager. And they came over and they're like, just take the ice cream, bro. So I only really used it once because now I was like, I'm not going through all that shit again.
Nobody's trying to fight to the death over no fucking ice cream.
It really wasn't that big of a deal. I was just trying to be funny. Like, hey,
I'm peanut butterless over here.
I'm fucking ate 3/4 of a gallon high, not realizing.
Not one bite of fucking peanut butter.
None. Just straight chocolate ice cream, which in itself, not a bad day.
It happens, bro. I wish you wouldn't have got somebody fired, but it happened.
No, they're dead now, dude. They went to meth. They're dead.
Jesus Christ, bro. They had a full fucking meltdown.
I feel bad about it, but not really.
You know what I've been thinking about for a fucking day and a half now? People need to stop this animals versus people thing.
Oh, yeah.
The gorilla thing, we don't even have to talk about it because it's been said ad nauseum on the internet. Just know that you're going to get fucking squeezed to death or your skull's going to get turned to mashed potatoes or whatever the case is. But then you got the dude that fought the fucking kangaroo and apparently died from it.
Yeah, but nobody was around.
Listen, y'all got to leave.
Stop fucking with animals.
Fucking animals alone, bro.
What are you doing?
Have you ever seen a kangaroo? Like, bro, getting hit with them bottom legs, it's like getting hit by a Civic.
Well, don't they try to disembowel you with their bottom legs?
Probably.
Don't they have like a fucking... They got raptor claw?
Bro, the shit I've seen is they'll get in like a body of water and they'll just like wait for you to like come out there. It's like they're
Rambo'd out, just looking...
Bro. And then you go out there and they'll fucking drown you.
Oh, hell no.
Bro.
Imagine that's your last thoughts. You're like, I'm about to fucking die by the hands of a kangaroo.
Your second to last thought is, I'm about to go in here and swim with this kangaroo and maybe try to sneak a hug in. And he takes you.
And he deletes you.
And gator rolls you underneath the water, bro.
Dude.
Bro, people got to stop. Because this is the thing about it is like, even with the gorilla versus 100 men, whatever, like I seen a leopard get loose and like over there in the Middle East.
Oh, I saw it.
Bro, went through the whole town. Bro.
Yeah.
People were fucking freaking out.
And it was freaking out. That's what I'm saying. If it was on the prowl, everybody would have died. But it was just trying to get out of there. Yeah, I saw it. They were just trying to get out. It was
bro, people are not built to deal with these. People are not built to deal with these animals.
Nah.
I think there's something motherfuckers need to realize is we'd all be dead if we didn't have the brains we had. Because if we were just out here.
Well, that's how we evolved, because we all were dying at alarming rates.
Bro.
By the hands of animals. And then we've smartened up.
If we were just out here fucking raw dogging it with no
honestly,
brains.
If they weren't like scared of fire, we would have never evolved.
Cooked.
Yeah, if we didn't figure out fire and animals were like, what the fuck is that?
Shit, bro, imagine like people had to actually like fight fucking lions and big ass cats and shit, bro. You're gonna get your shit shredded up.
It's crazy. I had a meeting yesterday with one of my clients, and she's somebody, you know what I mean? So, but she's big in the equestrian world. And she's super cool, dude. She's older and she's just chill.
Yeah.
And we were talking about she was talking about going to Alaska. She's got a vacation coming up. And I was like, you doing fishing or whatever? And we were talking about, because, just fishing alongside bears, they're not there to fuck with you unless their cubs are there, because they're eating salmon. They're not.
I've seen them. They're not hungry. I've seen them just roll up.
But I mentioned that whole thing. I was like, I hate the debate of the grizzly versus the gorilla, because it's like, people don't realize unless they've seen a brown bear what that means. And she was like, one time, she or her pilot was telling her a story that they were flying in Alaska and they were kind of low, and they looked over on the right side of the plane, and there was a grizzly dragging a black bear by the nape of its neck, dead, up a mountain. And it was doing it just a trail of blood, and it was doing that to mark its territory.
Oh, shit.
It just faded another bear just to be like, don't come over here, y'all, or this is a message. They send messages. It's just like wolves. Wolves kill for fucking fun, dude. Like,
that was like the fucking Dexter of bears.
Yeah.
Do you know how fucking like, bro?
Just dragging it up the side of a mountain to put it
it's right here.
It was making a point.
I just want y'all to know.
Yeah.
Shit gets real past this point.
Yeah.
God.
So as much as, I think gorillas are fucking up humans.
Oh yeah. That's not really even a debate. Everybody,
grizzlies are they what? And they can be bipedal just like a fucking gorilla. They stand on their back legs to fight.
Yeah.
And they're sometimes 12 to 14 feet tall.
Just imagine, like that's the whole argument was like, oh well, the strength of 100 men, we could just overpower it. And I'm like, first of all, you're not gonna get 100, you're not gonna get 200 hands on a gorilla for one fucking thing.
You can't.
You can't, bro. Try to grab that motherfucker and see what happens.
First of all, it's gonna look like a Tony Jaa movie where everybody's fucking doing shit in the background.
There's gonna be limbs fucking
2,
backwards.
3. I mean, even 4, 5, 6 people at a time. I mean, arms are getting ripped off and then beating other humans with other people's arms. That's what's going on.
That's all that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Bro, imagine a gorilla grabbing you, bro.
No. Oh, so she told me the story, that her brother's like a big time cardiologist, and he has this proprietary like heart echo technology.
Yeah.
So he gets a call from a zoo in the United States, and they're like, "Hey, we have a gorilla that has had some heart issues. You're the dude. We're gonna fly you in, pay you for it." And so he's like, he gets there, and they've got him tranked out, and he's an 800-pound silverback gorilla, and he's on the table. And she said that he got in there, and the zookeeper met him and was like, "Look, it's hard to know like the proper anesthesia because you can't just trank them. It has to be anesthesia, or it's or else their heart will stop." So he's like, he gets in there and he goes, "If his fingers twitch a little bit, run,
bro, because he's gonna wake up
mad
on God
and
mode.
Fucking out of it, pissed, immediately red line." And he said his hand, just the size of his hand, was as big as his entire forearm and hand, just his hand,
bro. That's what
he said. His fingers were like fucking 2 inches in diameter.
You know how they say like, all right, so when they're talking about like, let's say boxing, like heavyweights versus lightweights or whatever, they're like, you don't really understand like the strength difference in that until you actually get hit by a fucking heavyweight, and then you'll know. Now, imagine that, or getting like grabbed by somebody that's like much heavier than you.
Yeah.
You realize the difference in strength is kind of crazy.
You're different specimens. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway,
when you think about
when
you think about Jordan Mailata, right? What's he, 6'7"?
He's 6'8", 360 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
This gorilla was twice as heavy as him.
Bro. You're cooked.
And muscle. No body
fat. They run
fat.
20, 25 miles an hour. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing with that?
Nothing.
What are you really doing with that?
I hate the discussion of it.
Humans get real cocky about shit. Mm-hmm. And I think it's because our brains do that. We think just because we're smarter than something that we'll be able to out-strategy it. No.
Oh, it's the whole thing of like, I mean, you can talk shit until the moment comes where you got to stand face to face with that, and then you're like, this was a terrible idea. Bro. I'm for sure dead now, and then you are.
It's over,
and then you are fucking dead. Yeah, I'm done with the animal discussion. Like this first, I
think they proved themselves enough to know that there's not really anything we can do without weapons and without.
No, there's zero we can do.
No. A fucking mountain lion?
Take our greatest gladiator of human against a 2-year-old silverback, and that dude's getting his neck ripped off his shoulders.
Yeah.
100% of the time.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
They're built for that shit.
Yeah, you're getting disemboweled, and then they're going to throw your organs around in a circle to make a fucking point.
Bro, think about it. They don't even eat meat, bro.
That's the other thing. There's zero body fat on it, dude. Anyway.
Bro. Sorry, making sure my wife didn't get kidnapped.
She went to the weird Walmart?
She went to the weird Walmart, bro.
Was there any tailing by weirdos? I mean, first of all, why is she going to the weird Walmart if it's the weird Walmart?
Because she had other things to do near the weird Walmart. So she figured, hey, why would I go to the nice Walmart?
How many Walmarts are in Murfreesboro?
3, 4, not counting the neighborhood ones, 4 main Walmarts.
It's a lot of Walmarts for a little town like that.
Well, it's really I don't know, because I'm not from a huge town, so I wouldn't know. Murfreesboro's bigger than you would think that it is, though.
A lot of people are investing out there right now. That's the next big boom. You're gonna want to be out of there in the next 5 years, dude. It's gonna be fucking crazy. They were talking
about building a baseball, like an MLB stadium out
That's where they want to put it. if
I'm down with it.
The White Sox are coming. If that's the thing, I'll buy season tickets and we're going all the time.
I'm down to go.
And you secretly want to be a White Sox fan anyway.
I secretly just want to be a baseball fan and care about a team.
It's
same thing with basketball.
I think you're more invested in becoming a real baseball fan than ever having a basketball team.
Than ever having a basketball. Because I like basketball leagues above baseball. But
for now.
It because if NBA had a team in Nashville, which makes more sense to having one in Memphis.
Oh, we'd be going all the time. For one thing. But here's the thing. I can't really say this because the way basketball is going, if baseball can get back a little bit to what it was in the 90s and let, there's fighting and some drama and the rivalries get cooking again, you're going to like baseball a lot. And if basketball keeps getting softer and people are fucking jacking threes and all this bullshit,
me off. Watching this shit is pissing me off really, really bad.
It's not great basketball. It really isn't. But you might, if you get an MLB team and you're going to the games and you can invest in it, you might be like, fucking, all I care about is baseball. And what's good for you is you get 162 games to care about baseball.
I guess I kind of like the Pirates, but I like the Padres too.
Padres are cold. They've always been my National League.
Did I tell you I got a new favorite pitcher?
Who?
I can't think of his name.
On the Padres?
Maybe.
Or Paul Skeens from the Pirates.
Paul Skeens. That's it.
How can you not love him?
Yes. Because they showed it was a damn clip of how he was like painting the corners and shit. And I was like, this dude.
He's generational. If he stays healthy, he's going to be generational.
Bro, this dude was wild. He dates Livy Dunn.
Livy Dunn, yeah.
Yep. And it was the first time I ever really seen him.
He's cold with it, dude. But I've always loved Tatis on the Padres. That's my guy. When he came out in 2020, I mean, I have as many rookie cards of him as anybody I've ever had.
Bro, baseball knowledge is so impressive.
But then he got hurt.
So many fucking players.
Then he got hurt, and then he got busted for PEDs, and he was out the rest of the year, and that kind of fucked his stock up. But he's been crushing it this year, and he's cold, dude. He's swagged up. I love him.
I don't even know who that is.
And the Padres the last 3 years have had a stacked lineup. There's no reason they shouldn't have gone to the World Series. Zero reason.
So who do I need to be a fan of?
I think the Padres would be a nice move.
What are they? San Diego?
Mm-hmm. It's the only thing San Diego has left.
Well, yeah, because of fucking Chargers.
And you're a dad, so it makes sense. There you go.
I love it.
There you go.
The San Diego fathers.
They call him the dad. They got some squad out there. One of Miri's friends moved out there. She used to work with her here, and she's a Buffalo Bills fan, so you already know she's out of her fucking mind.
God.
She's from Buffalo.
Oh, shit.
She loves the Padres, and she's all about it.
I just want to find a dope-ass, team, and this is going to sound very shallow. Find a dope-ass team with some dope-ass colors so I can give me a baseball jersey.
All right, here's something for you.
What I want.
What if the Supersonics come back to Seattle? That's a nice team to be a fan of.
Like separate from OKC?
Yeah, because they're talking about bringing them back to Seattle.
For real?
Yes.
What, OKC?
No, the actual Sonics. They're going to do an expansion.
OKC is going to stay where they're at and be the Thunder, and then the Sonics are coming.
Yes.
Huh. I wouldn't mind that.
And then you can be a Mariners fan. Because that's really who you should be a fan of.
What, the Mariners?
Yes.
Why?
Because if I had the choice and I wasn't born into being a Boston fan, I loved Ken Griffey Jr. so fucking much that I would still be a Mariners fan.
I don't know, but he's just not there anymore, and it sucks. Because I don't know. I don't like their colors either. Ooh, I actually do like them, and I hate dark blue.
How do you not like their colors?
I don't know. Well, I do like the dark blue and the dark blue jersey.
The fact that they still look like they're in 1995 is sick. You know? It is. Yeah. Like,
I don't know, but I might lean towards the Pirates. Who'd you say that picture was on? The Padres?
Pirates.
Son of a bitch.
And hey, look, there's nothing more sad than being a Pirates fan.
Why?
Because they're
great
cursed.
Picture. Oh.
They're cursed, bro.
Well, the Red Sox were cursed until they weren't.
Yeah. It took a lot to uncurse. We had to fucking come back from the depths of hell against the Yankees to break the curse. I don't know I think the curse in Pittsburgh has something to do with Roberto Clemente dying. I don't know how you solve that. But
I don't know how to solve it because I don't know who that is.
They've always been the team where they have a player like Paul Skeens and then they fucking trade him and get a bunch more draft picks. And they just
this is exactly why I can't be a fucking basketball team fan, because as soon as I attach myself to a team, they will trade the entire fucking roster away the next year. And it's like, what do I have left?
Not the Celtics. They don't do that.
No, they really don't. Actually, they don't.
And we get criticized for it. They got to break up the fucking Jays and da-da-da. And then we get a championship and then everybody's like, Jason Tatum's not actually the good one. And it's like, dude, the fact that they stayed together for 6 years is
You said they're not going to be together, though, after next year,
Well, I
right?
mean, who knows what happens now? Because now if he's out the whole year and we're paying luxury tax, we're in the second tier of the tax, like some shit's going to get shaken up, dude.
Yeah, I think Horford will probably retire now.
I think he has to. I think Porzingis, like what's going on with, I think he's got to go. And Boston
Are
loves
you trying to get rid of fucking Porzingis?
No, but that's a lot of money for a dude who's literally played 12 minutes a game in the playoffs. Like something's obviously wrong with him.
Yeah.
There's something every year wrong with him.
Y'all need to keep Derek White. You need to keep Pritchard, I think.
Yep. I mean, we got JD Davidson and
Cornette straight.
Great bench piece.
Wouldn't mind that.
I think if anybody's getting traded, I think Jaylen Brown gets traded.
Bring him to...
I think if they're going to trade anybody.
The Thunder.
For Chet?
No, not for Chet.
Well, what? Who's getting...
I don't fucking know. Give him 8 first-round draft picks.
The only thing that makes this year palatable...
Jules is so disturbed over here, bro.
The only thing that makes it... If Chet comes to Boston, or you got to think the Cooper Flag thing is interesting.
I'm telling you now, Chet comes to Boston...
It is. Because Celtics met with Cooper Flag. For what reason? We're not in the lottery?
I don't know, but if Dallas next year has Cooper, Clay,
Kyrie,
I'm a Mavericks fan. At least for next year.
Or if they trade Jaylen Brown for a Cooper Flag to Boston and Jaylen Brown's in Dallas, wild. And I can see that happening.
I can see that happening too. Now I don't know what fan I'd be. Because Cooper, if Chet goes to Boston, I'm a Boston fan.
No, we won't allow it. We won't allow it.
I'm a Boston.
No, I'm not allowing you to be.
Fan,
no,
bro.
I don't want you being like, oh man, we're shooting. Like, I don't want to hear that from you.
I don't care.
Because I need the contention. I need you to be like, y'all suck.
Oh, you need me to tell you suck?
Yeah, I need it.
I get it. Well, as long as you got Jason on the team, I'll probably continue.
What
doing
we're really
it,
talking
I'm a
about
Boston
is
fan or not.
There's an exciting white coming to Boston, one way or the other.
Somebody. Larry Bird got any kids?
He's probably, but it's just like MJ's kids.
That's fucking terrible. Isn't that terrible?
DNA, man. It's just
terrible to have to be the
look at Bronny,
the kid of the great.
Well, the thing is like, I mean, 50% of your DNA is not great.
I mean,
so
I don't know. Steph worked out pretty good.
Yeah, but his dad wasn't great. Maybe it was obviously his mom that made him great.
That shooter, but yeah, I think his mom. Wasn't his mom like a track stuff? So she did something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steph turned out all right. Seth turned out.
See,
mid tier.
I mean, he made it to the league.
I was about to say. I mean, anybody made it to the league. Look, I don't know what to tell you because
I don't know, dude. It's a weird one.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I don't fucking know. I'm not sure.
I mean, Deuce is going to be probably the greatest basketball player to ever have lived when he's old enough. Tatum's kid.
Oh, here we fucking go, bro. Every time, listen, don't point at him.
He's going to be the exception. Been around the game his whole life, in a locker room his whole, just automatically knows how to be a professional.
I'm not gonna
just got pedigree, dude.
Because every time I don't talk about Tatum, y'all tell me not to talk about him, and then y'all talk about him, and then I have no choice but to
say nothing and listen to us talk about him. Yeah, correct.
No, I mean I could talk shit, but then y'all tell me to not talk shit about him because it hurts y'all's feelings.
Well, he tore his Achilles, and then nobody felt bad.
Well, he was a coward before his Achilles, so what does it matter? I don't care.
He's played 1,500 more minutes than any other fucking player.
And he's been out there not being a leader. Not showing up when the fuck he needed to show up. Yeah, he won a championship last year. Great. Wonderful. I mean, that's the highest. That's the highest tier you can get. But is your team looking at you to inspire them to do something? Are they doing that really?
I don't know. You have to ask them.
Huh?
Go ask the members of the Boston Celtics. They'll tell you he's the dude.
Listen, no. I've never heard anybody sing his praises besides the play, which is what counts. But at the same time, does it really count?
I don't know. We're done with this.
No, does it really count if you're not inspiring your fucking team to be better? Does it not fucking count? Because y'all remember y'all were down, what, 3-1 before he went down?
we were only in that game because of him. First of all,
that's what I'm saying.
Then we rallied and won for him, and then we got our shit kicked in last night by 40.
Let me ask you this: how did he allow y'all's team to lose to give up 20-point fucking?
It wasn't him.
It wasn't him.
No,
he's a leader.
Look at his stats in those 3 games. Insane. He's supposed to be a leader. Rebounds, 14 rebounds.
Greats inspire other people to be great around them. That's just what it is, bro.
Maybe those guys aren't that great. Maybe that's their ceiling.
Well, guess what? We'll trade the whole fucking team away then. Keep Tatum, and you see what you can build around him and see if he can lead another team to victory.
Keep Tatum, Pritchard, Cornette, trade everybody.
I'll be down.
No, I don't think so. After what Gilbert Arenas said, dude, I kind of agree with it.
Fuck it.
He went off.
Fucking Gilbert Arenas.
He did. You didn't see, if Jalen was that great, don't you think we wouldn't have lost by 40 last night and he would have fucking had 38 points, 12 rebounds? Y'all's
spirit was broken, bro.
Okay, that's not a leader.
It's been broken for 2 games
because their
now.
leader's gone.
Huh?
Because their leader's gone.
But y'all lost when the leader was there.
It doesn't matter. Come back. Plenty of teams come back 3-1.
There's never what? Hold
Didn't LeBron do it?
LeBron? That was the only one.
No, it can't be the only time.
Yeah, that was like the only team that came back from, maybe it was a 3.
Wasn't that against Golden State?
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah. There was never another one. That was the only team to do that.
Yep. Nobody's come back.
Remember, I told you, I think it was like last week, I was like, if anybody can come down 3-1, y'all, or if anybody can come back 3-1, y'all can. And I was rooting for y'all to do it.
If it was same old Knicks, it wouldn't have been hard.
I want to see y'all happy too.
The Knicks they play good basketball.
I hate y'all's fucking love for Tatum. Tatum and Kendrick. Y'all just can't get a fucking enough. Gets on my damn nerves.
We know greatness, dude.
Well,
it just is what it is. That's fine.
I'm so disgusted right now. I'm so fucking. Who? Boy, my head's about to pop off my damn shoulders. Jason Tatum is not the best player in the league. The best player in the league is out of the playoffs officially.
Who's that?
Well, Tatum, according to y'all.
Oh, I thought you had somebody else lined up that you were going to say.
I mean, Steph's better than him. Where the fuck he is?
Come on, bro.
Steph's better than him. Anthony Edwards is better than him. SGA is better than him. Jokic is better than him. Well,
did you see the? Did I send you the bloodstained ceiling of Kyoto from the samurais taking their lives? That's still there.
No,
I never sent that to you.
Oh, that's fucking fire.
You got to see this.
Not necessarily taking your life, but it's fire that the remnants are still there. Well, is that a sick thing to say?
They were all like, I don't know the full story, but there was like an army of 40,000 and they were like in a building just fucking people up for like 11 days or something.
Oh, damn. Like this is an actual thing.
Yeah, it's still there. The building's still there.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, dude. The blood it's literally the wood is stained from their blood.
Oh, that's kind of fire.
Yeah.
It's kind of fire.
That's fucking nutty, dude.
Bro.
Shit back then was like, that's the thing. Miri and I, what the hell were we talking about last night? Where it was like just Asian, like the refinement thing that we were talking about, but also like, I was watching some shit. It was like the history of Jesus on a map, and this dude like walked his whole life like where he was. I didn't know any of that shit. Like it was like he went here and he was pretty. It's like 18 minutes long on YouTube. It's a pretty interesting. Of like he went here and then he had to escape persecution here, and fucking Herod was looking for him, and then he died, and it was cool. And then I was like, dude, the Asians are just like, we like war. This is what we do.
Bro, they're about that life.
Yeah, they're like, y'all can have your fucking drama and mystical
love
shit.
Asian culture, bro.
Yeah, it's refinement. But like, then you see shit like that, and you're like, just a bunch of samurais. Like, look, we're not going out like this. Fuck that.
Nah, you got it. Why is there not a fucking movie about that?
There might be.
There might be.
I don't know.
I looked up something. What the hell was I looking up? It was something. It was like a story I read, and I'm like, I can't believe there's not a movie about this. And I think it was a movie about it or something. I can't remember what it is, so that's not a very good. It's not a very good topic to start.
There's just we've been on the like, dude, my YouTube suggestions now are wild. It's insane. It's like sports cards, and then like the history of the Ottoman Empire, and then like
what about that shit I sent to you?
Which one?
That spaceship that showed up in like 1803 in Japan. Well, it was just a ship and it was floating on the water, and it had.
I didn't open that. Then I didn't see that. No,
it's called Itsuro Boon or something, and I read about it a few years ago, and there was a podcast on it. Basically, the ship just washed up on shore, and it had all these. It was almost like disc shaped, kind of. I'll show you the picture of it.
Wait, is that the thing you answered Mickey with?
Yes.
Okay.
And it had all these strange writings on the outside of it.
Mesopotamian writing, right?
And then I don't think it was Mesopotamian. It was whatever language. I don't know what fucking language it was, but it literally was. There was a girl in it. She didn't speak the language. She didn't speak. I don't even know if she spoke. I don't know if she spoke at all. Just to be real. And I forgot what they said was like in the inside of it, but it was just some super wild, weird shit.
What happened with the girl?
I think they eventually put her back on the thing and just
pushed her back out to the fucking sea. Go on and get out of here.
Go on, get out of here. So I'm surprised they didn't fucking kill her.
Oh, I want to look into that.
Bro, it's called, I don't know, I sent the link or whatever. But yeah, I listened to a podcast about it like years ago, and I was like, this is really fucking wild.
I
like shit like that.
You don't?
Like I like shit like that. Like the historical records of like weird interactions with things that are kind of unexplained.
I used to look at it so much differently when like old shit was documented. I was like, these people didn't know fucking what. So, for some reason, when I think back to like biblical times, I'm like, it's like they're not human or something. It's a weird thing. It's like they didn't know anything, so I can't really take it. But they knew everything. They knew more than we know now.
Absolutely.
So now my opinions completely changed. So that's why when I watch that, like, here's the map of Jesus from birth. And like, also like the three kings, you know, and all that they say that they met him at the manger and they burned. That's not what happened at all. They had to flee because Herod was threatened by, you know, Jesus was supposed to be his heir. Like he was going to take his throne. So Herod killed every child under 2 years old in Jerusalem. I didn't know that. So they fled, and then the three kings like had to fucking find out where he was, and then they met him. It wasn't like, oh, he came to the manger.
He might have overreacted maybe a little bit.
I would say. And then he dies, and then his son. It was kind of interesting, like the real historical map of it.
That is crazy though.
And then because they documented all that shit, and basically he's like going and he meets John, and John's living in the woods eating fucking grasshoppers, and then now he's a disciple. And I was like, dude, everybody's just everybody's just out there tripping balls, dude.
Just ridiculous.
That's what was going on.
Yeah, it was a lot of wild shit going on, and so I can only take that as.
And you got to remember the Roman Empire is obviously in control of all of that.
Yeah,
at the time.
I mean, just that whole like the whole Vatican thing.
There's a lot
the hidden room, or obviously, hell, I can't confirm it, but just the shit that they have, the different paintings and stuff. It's like Black Jesus down there, or whatever the fuck, like weird, like African.
The bottom line is a lot of history has been erased on purpose once money became the god. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's just what it is. I don't know if there's a Crusades or how it all.
I don't know, but the motherfuckers in power, they for sure erased what we should have been knowing.
Well, they're the ones that rewrite history.
There you go.
So it's interesting.
The winners, baby.
But then it's like, then you have Asian culture where they're like, no, this shit, everything's documented. Everybody fights everybody.
So close to the chest, bro.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna let you fucking be in here doing wild shit.
No, you're getting strung up, dude.
Bro. Crazy.
And they're still like that to a certain degree.
Like that's why I was like, bro, moving to Japan would be so dope.
Until it isn't. You know what I mean?
But when would it not be?
I don't know. I don't know how they take to people that aren't Japanese. You know, there's a weird thing with that.
Yeah, I've seen different videos.
Could be totally wrong. I mean, Tokyo's one thing, but you get out in the sticks in Kyoto and some of those places. I don't know. It might be totally fucking awesome.
I don't fucking know. All I know, like I've just seen different videos and stuff, whether it was like black folks or white folks, whatever it is, it's not as, you stand out, of course.
Yeah.
But they're more like not infatuated, but they're more interested in you than they are like, the fuck out of here.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Because they're like such a, not necessarily like a classy people. I mean, they are, but they're more like
reserved. They're just doing their thing.
It's cool. They're sitting there doing their fucking thing, and it is what it is.
It's so funny how they all have such different dynamics in a small area, like Korea versus China versus Japan. You know, the fancy Asians, as they call themselves.
Fancy Asians, baby.
They all hate each other.
I was going to say, why don't all the hate?
Because they've all fucking fought each other for years and been taken over by one or the other.
Same thing with like the Latino community with you call a Colombian fucking Puerto Rican and
shit's going wrong.
Yeah.
They're all very competitive with each other. It's kind of cool in one way or another.
It is cool
but you realize there's a lot of bloodshed that made it get to that point.
Oh yeah.
We're weird. Humans are just fucking like, weird.
I guess like back, Irish and Italians probably go at it. Jewish and whatever would probably go at it. Obviously, blacks and whites.
Her and I went.
They've had their differences.
Her and I went on a fucking deep dive on the back porch last night because she's been super into wanting to play bagpipes and get into it because she played like flute. And it was like all state back in the day, and she can fucking play.
You talking about Miri?
Yeah, she can play woodwinds like a motherfucker, dude.
I just ordered a flute the other day. It's supposed to be here tomorrow.
Don't fucking tell her.
Why?
Because she's gonna go because a flute will then arrive at my house.
Well, yeah, let her fucking play the flute.
You guys are gonna be out here in the backyard fucking playing flutes,
fluting it up, bro.
No, we don't got time
let
for
her
that.
Play
Jules
flute.
and I got music to make while you guys are in the backyard like a couple fucking.
It's a bamboo flute, bro.
Next thing you know, you're getting fucking shillelaghs and everything else. And it's a bamboo flute. You don't bring it over here, dude.
Please, God, bro.
So we're kind of going through all the music. Well, she was saying this, and you got to weigh in on this because she was like, when I hear certain tones and frequencies, it gives me goosebumps and it like shivers me out. And I was like, music has never done that to me.
You never got chills from music?
Nope.
Never
one time.
For real?
Never. And she's like, that doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, it kind of makes more sense because I feel like the way it being a like percussive person.
Are you numb to it?
No, it's not that she's talking about physical reactions. And I'm like, it's never chilled me. Like movies and stories will do that to me. But music, my brain computes it. And then my physical reaction is me playing it.
So
do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So you never physically got chills from hearing.
Like I've never heard a tone or a frequency where like I'll cry. That's a big thing for me. Like if something really, like first time I hear something,
that's a deep frequency.
It'll well me up. But also the tones that she likes are like very upper mid range, high. She loves flutes. She loves bagpipes. All that shit gets. Yep. For me, it's low notes. So it's a different frequency spectrum.
That's the percussion thing.
Well, it's also like. When I hear heavy music that has that, it makes me calm. So we were doing, it was actually pretty fun because it was getting stormy out. She's playing fucking Norwegian war music and shit. We're back there. I'm like, this is nasty. But then of course, here comes the Shuggies, dude. But only to give an example, I was like, when they do that low note pull, that that tone, it fucking makes me like, whoa.
I think it's just different.
It stops me.
I think it's different frequencies just tapping to different people depending on what your frequency is and what kind of, it's weird because like music will give me chills and it can be anything. And I don't have to necessarily be in a certain state of mind. I don't have to be necessarily drinking or smoke. Like I don't have to be doing any of that. And for whatever reason, something hits and it's like,
yeah, I mean, it's all emotional for me, but I've never been like, never got goosebumps from.
That's crazy.
Now there's been moments like when I was at Woodstock '99 as a kid, and fucking Korn played.
Yep.
And they started with Blind, and we were up front. We were on the left side hill, and when I looked back, because there was 300,000 people there, right? But they had all these speakers set up in series so that the music wasn't out of phase. But it would hit people at different times because it was so far. So when I looked back, dude, and it was 300,000 people undulating. The crowd was like getting hit at different times. So they were jumping.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I looked back and I just got shivered out by it, thinking about it.
That's wild.
But it wasn't the frequency. It was that power of the moment, and I was there, and I was like, "Holy fuck, dude!"
It's just, I guess, it's just like a different frequency that affects.
It's for me. It's like the whole thing. It's got to be the moment and like the vibe and the aura around it with the music, and then like for me, what makes me emotional for metal, like, dude, when I listen to Ginger, like when I listen to Perennial, like that fucking it makes me like very emotional because I know the feeling that they're making that, like what the release of that feeling is, and I'm like happy for them
because it's
because I know that like when she gets into that just disgustingly and like siren scream, I'm like, oh god, that makes me feel so calm. And Miri's like, you're out of your fucking mind. I was playing her like a Suicide Silence track last night because they're low, baby. They're in A, and they hit those fucking and she's like, this makes me feel like chaos. And I'm like, this makes me feel like I can go to bed. Chill.
Yep. We talked about it, just how that is your calm place, is that what others would deem as chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I could see how that would do that, especially you playing that, that type of music or something similar to that. I can see how that would make you feel. You know what actually inspired me to get a flute? Because I have like Native American in me.
Yeah.
Cherokee and Choctaw or whatever it is. And so my grandmother used
Is your baby a Chippewa?
Huh?
Is your baby a Chippewa?
Maybe. I don't know what that is. Maybe a Chupacabra.
It's the song. Who sings that song?
I don't fucking know.
We gotta look it up. It's
my God. I have no idea. But yeah, like my grandmother used to listen to like Indian, like Native American chants and stuff like she'd have it on CD.
These helicopters going crazy today, dude.
Oh, yeah.
They're looking for somebody out here.
Well, hopefully not me. But she'd have it on
Chopper
CD
City.
And she'd just listen to the chants and I just remember hearing that. Like she'd ride in the car listening to it.
That's fucking nuts because my mom went through a huge phase of listening to Gregorian chant.
For real?
She'd put it on at the house and clean the house. And I was like, what's going to go on today?
Bro, she'd go up in the mountains to these reservations and this different stuff and would like literally be in the powwows. And
what, dude?
Yes, bro. She used to do this when I was little, bro.
So on her side is where the Native American is?
Yes, because her grandmother was like, I want to say like maybe almost full-blooded or something close. She said one time her grandmother was at the doctor and the doctor did something and it like did something and it hurt her or something. And my grandmother said she started chanting, bro. Like,
your mother did?
Huh?
Your mom started chanting?
No, my grandmother's grandmother.
Oh, yeah.
And she said she was at the doctor and the doctor did something to hurt her or whatever. And my granny said she started
went
chanting,
to work.
And the doctor was looking at my granny like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
it was like, but she's, the
doctor was like, that seems like what she's doing is actually probably going to work. What I'm doing, I have no idea.
Probably fucking doing nothing at all. So I've been like really interested in like looking back on, I want to know like what tribe I'm from and what those tribes like, what they done and what, like I want to know all that.
Well, you're not going to get a DNA test. I already know that.
No.
Of course you're not.
No, they're not with the, well, hold on. You talking about me specifically?
Yeah, so you can know.
I've thought about it.
Yeah, you got to know what's going on.
I've thought about it. I've thought about just sending it in.
Also,
I mean, what the fuck does it matter anymore?
I didn't know that about you. I can't believe we've been friends for this long and I didn't know that. But also, just to flip it a little bit, it makes me realize why you like Kyrie as much as you do.
You know what's crazy is?
And I'll allow it now. Because that makes sense.
Thanks, man.
I thought you were just out here liking a fucking loser for no reason.
First of all, he's not a fucking loser.
It's the Native American stuff, and I dig it. Because he does do great shit.
Yes, because I was listening to a Kyrie interview, and he was talking about how he used to, what did he say? I forgot the story, but basically like he went back and looked at his Native American roots because I think it was his mom was something like Native American,
I think
something.
It's like it was Sioux or Blackfoot or something.
Because it was out there like Arizona-ish or Dakota-ish or something.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he was talking about it. And I'm like, I really want to look into this shit. And luckily, my grandmother's sister, she lives in Orlando, and like her husband's into all that genetic shit. So he's got like pages of certain things.
Oh, Mary's about ready to burn some shit, dude. She's stacking up cardboard.
I had to take cardboard to the dump today. A bunch of it. I had a bunch of shit in my garage.
She's feeling like she's gonna She's going to have a fire tonight.
She's about to Native American it up.
She's got to burn some shit out. Sage will be happening shortly.
She work tonight?
No.
Oh, shit. I hate y'all live down here and y'all want to do things that don't involve me.
What do you mean, dude?
I hate it, bro. I just want to hang out with y'all. Damn. That's so hard.
You better get this. I mean, look, they got your DNA now, whether you wanted to give it to them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't give a fuck.
You might as well.
I will give you spit, blood, or whatever the fuck you want.
Here's
what the fuck does it matter?
Mine's changed. It's always updating. But as of right now,
yep.
We'll go low percentage to high. 3% Germanic European.
Okay.
5% Irish.
Okay. That's
a little more than I want, honestly.
I'd be down. You're a fucking Celtic. Just enjoy it.
No, because I got,
Which is funny because I don't think Celtics are Irish, right? Or are they Irish?
Yeah.
Celtics are Irish?
Yeah,
I thought that was a totally different thing.
No, that's what it is.
I mean, it makes sense.
Scotland, 13%.
Okay, I can see that.
There.
I can see that.
There it is. I mean, so you got 18% of chug lands, as I call them. That's the chug lands.
What the fuck is that?
Ireland and Scotland, just fucking
chug lands. Okay,
that's the chug. That's not the lowlands. That's the chug.
That's
lands.
Chug land. Oh, absolutely.
18% chug in there, dude. It's nice.
That is nice.
20% French went down.
It went down?
Yeah, I think it's going down because I'm becoming a nicer person.
What the fuck does that mean?
As I evolve emotionally to be more peaceful, it takes the French down.
I understand that.
Yep.
Well.
And then, but then we got, it gets ambiguous because then it's 26% English in Northwestern Europe. So that's all, it's
you said another 20%?
26%. But that
English and
that includes France and Belgium and the Netherlands and Germany.
I'm telling you right now, this motherfucker over here, he's about 87%
Eastern European. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I don't give a damn what nobody says.
And then 33% Southern Italy and Eastern Mediterranean.
You're Greeked out, son.
Greek, Crete, Italy, Turkey.
Oh,
that's the dominant DNA.
There it is. I can't call you French Wolf no more then. Too bad it lives on the record.
20%. I mean, yeah, probably when the wolf comes out, that's the French side.
I can see that.
So for the sake of
sake
of our podcast, we got to keep it above 20, 25%.
It's got to be. We'll just don't look it up no more because if it goes below 20, just don't tell nobody.
That's true.
That'll make us liars. You can tell me, but off mic.
But I mean, that's a lot of Southern Italy. But my grandmother's from Northern Italy. So I think that's for that way.
That makes sense. I think my grandmother said we were from, I think genetic wise, we were from Choctaws, South Carolina, Tennessee, that area. Pretty much all the southeastern.
It explains your mother a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just the way that she was about stuff. And her vibe when you were around her. Because she was very much always looking at her surroundings. I could always tell she was what's going on around here?
Animal lover.
Yeah.
Fucking spiritually in tune with shit.
Yeah. Eerily in tune with it.
Yeah. And so I could see that. I think that's where some of my hippie side comes out too. Where it's this one's kind of be in nature.
I remember the first time I met her, it was at that what was that fucking coffee shop that I booked? Coco's or whatever over by Exit In behind it.
Oh, what the hell was it called? I had to deliver there a few times.
But you had
I know what you're talking about.
But you had told me briefly, about your mom, and I didn't. So when I saw her, I was like, "That's 1,000% Moon's mom." And I walked up to her and I introduced myself, and she was like, "Oh, I've heard all about you. Thank you for everything that you're doing." And I'm like, "I haven't done shit."
And she's just thankful for shit, bro. Anything that had to do with helping me towards anything. Or it was always
that was so early in the game though, too.
I know.
But she was just like, "Thank you for all your effort." And I can tell you're a great person and the boys need, somebody. And I was like,
"Oh, she can read the shit out of it."
I was like, "Okay."
Hey, for real though.
I mean,
it was so funny though, watching her operate because she was such a fucking troll too.
Oh yeah.
She would if somebody was all right, let's say we're in a conversation with somebody that we've never met. And like she's standing here next to us, and the dude starts like talking about, oh yeah, I fought a few times. I'm pretty such and such. She'd be like,
oh yeah,
I bet you. She'd start gassing him up for no reason at all, and I knew exactly what she was doing immediately.
Yeah,
she'd be like, I bet you could really fuck somebody up, huh? And then they'd be like, oh yeah,
just tap their ego and
I swear, bro,
let them exploit themselves.
Bro, I grew up watching her do this shit on multiple occasions, and I was like, this is the funniest shit of all time because people would immediately fall under the fucking spell.
Yeah, they're in the trap.
Bro, the ego just takes over and they can't. It is hilarious. It was so fucking funny.
My favorite thing with her would be at shows, and you always knew where the fuck she was because she'd be yelling.
Bro.
And then there was one time, like there was a technical difficulty or like somebody, it just took the song a little while to get going. And she was like, fucking sing, get on the stage. Like something was going on. She was like, get out there. And I was like, oh shit, dude, Nikki's fucking getting hot.
She'd be like, so hot, bro.
Let's go.
She was the same way when I used to play football.
I can only imagine.
Same fucking way.
So that's why I was like, my mom and your mom are so similar. Because when I played football, or even at show, I remember I was in like Pop Warner football. This is a crazy story. And they had a kid, I won't say his name, but he was like the dude, running back.
Yeah.
Little guy. And they put me at corner because I thought I was fucking Dion. You know what I mean? I had the fucking cleats. I was fucking bandana under the helmet.
I was about to say bandana.
Fucking armbands. Let's go.
He was the one.
Mom had me decked out. So I'm at corner and before the play, my mom on the sideline goes, you better fucking hit somebody.
Bro.
And I was like, now that shivered me out. Because I'm like,
bro.
And they did a fucking toss sweep. And that lineman came out, and my boy fucking caught the block from him, and now it's me one-on-one with this kid, and I fucking leveled him, knocked him out.
Bro.
I mean, concussed him.
So great.
But then his mom's on the field now. They got medical shit. Now I'm feeling bad. You know what I mean? I'm like, my mom had me. I'm helmet to helmet.
Bro, that energy. I'm like that fucking energy.
I'm 10 years old though, and I just hit stick this kid, and I was like, I don't like that, because I felt bad. He was out, bro, and I was like, and the coach was like, dude, that kind of wasn't cool. My one coach was like, that's nice, dude. It was so sick.
This is nice.
And then I look back at my mom, and she's just standing there, didn't say anything.
She knew
because I was like. I'm looking back to her like, did I do it right? And she's just standing there, and I was like, "Oh."
Single mothers, and I don't know how I don't know how long. I know your mom's been with Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I know
20 years.
Yeah, but it's like single mothers had this thing where they had to. I was just talking to Lauren about this morning. We were laying in bed, and I was talking about it. Like single mothers had this thing where they have to. Not overcompensate in a negative way, but they're playing both roles.
Yeah, they're both.
So they have to be over everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's
overprotective,
analytical
of every situation.
Just like you're inspiring, you're hyping your son, like you're doing all these things.
Mm-hmm.
You don't never see. I don't think I've ever seen it. Like you don't ever see a single mom getting ran over by a kid.
No.
Because they're already fucking battle tested.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you don't want to fuck with this guy, bro.
No. Well, especially in our era, like of their era of coming up where it's like, women still weren't making as much, all of that shit. And it was very frowned upon because like I come from a Catholic family. My mom being a single mother and like when she got a divorce and an annulment from the Catholic Church, like they pretty much turned on us. That's something you don't do.
That's fucking wild. Too.
And I remember
that's not shit. Like,
and she took me out of Catholic. I was in 4th grade, dude. I had to go to public school just because like it got to the point where I was getting fucked with all the time by like the staff, and they were like just nasty to me.
Nah, fuck them.
Like it was. I remember I was a fucker. You know what I mean? It's 3rd grade. I launched a spitball day 2. And I don't know how this happened to this day, but it crested and hit this girl. She had glasses on, and it spitball from across the room went over top of her glasses.
Oh my God.
And fucking went in her eye and scratched her cornea.
What?
So the teacher, unbeknownst to me, calls the principal, and is like, he's a problem. And my back's to the door, And the sister just straight up grabbed me by my hair, ripped me out of my chair, out of the classroom, and down the stairs by my hair. Feet hitting fucking stairs. So then I get in the office, and the office lady my mom knew and was tight with, and she called my mom, and my mom came in fucking blazing. And like back then, I mean, that should have been a lawsuit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
that was the way it was at that point. Cause like, you know, and my mom was like, we're done here. This is insane. And I wasn't like disrupting class all the time and shit. Like my kid next to me, he was making spitballs. I was just being part of the thing. Yeah. I just happened to have an insane aim at the time that shouldn't have happened. I felt so fucking bad about that, dude. But then getting drugged like that, I was like, all right. So, So there's that aspect of it too, of the time frame for like single moms, because she was like dealing with that, and now I'm like, fucking, we got to go to a different school, and then you know you go to public school for the first time. Day one, I'm in a fist fight. Day one.
Oh yeah, public school's the fucking Wild West for real.
I mean, and it was because I was the new kid too, because you know nobody knew. It was 4th grade, and day one, monkey bars were fucking swinging, dude.
Bro,
I had my nice Orlando Magic fucking starter jacket on, got ripped. I went nuclear, dude. I was throwing haymakers.
The starter jackets, bro.
Oh, you know.
I got to give me a starter jacket, bro.
I had the Shaq because I loved Shaq. I had the Orlando Magic, dude. I came in.
Jacket,
it was hot out. I still rolled in with the starter jacket because that was the best gear I had, and I had to make an impression. And it got ripped day one, and I'm throwing bows.
Fucking hot.
It was, and the cool thing at the time was the teacher put it. You know, now we're in detention, so we go. The teacher, he was old school. His name was Mr. Birdsell. It was fucking awesome. He was like Mike Rowe. That was his vibe.
Oh, shit.
And he sat us next to each other, and we had detention for 2 weeks together, me and the kid. He made us sit together and work our shit out. And to this day, we're homies.
That's fire.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He was like, look, this is some schoolyard bullshit.
Yeah.
Nobody would ever do that now. We got to separate them and things are going to... He was like, no, you two sit together. You do everything together now. Figure it out. And we did. And we were friends all through high. We're still friends. If I go back home, I'm like, what's up? We're fucking chilling.
Fucking
I went to my high school graduation. I hung out with him most of the time. It was fucking dope, dude.
That is dope.
And it's just funny because like it's such a different era with working problems out and shit. And for mothers, like you're right, they had to be both sides, bro.
Because if I got in trouble and went to the fucking principal's office or something, there wouldn't know like, oh, she's letting the principal like pat on me or something. No. Call my mama. If I went to the principal, call my mama.
Yep.
Because none of you motherfuckers are touching me.
Period. And then the staff was like, "Fuck, Nikki's coming in."
Fucking go, because she's coming in blazing. Yeah, but it was crazy because when you were talking about the Catholic thing, it's like down here, she was a white woman with a mixed child. Down here in the fucking and there wasn't two like. I try to tell like Keelan and whoever else, I'm like, bro, you don't even understand. A lot of your school is fucking mixed. Back then there was like two of us in a school, kids. Bro.
Yeah.
Like literally it'd be like 2, maybe 3 mixed kids in the entire school.
Yeah.
And so it was just different. And she was always on alert. If I was getting treated different or like weird or something, she's fucking on alert.
Yeah.
She got like when we were in I don't want to get dark. When we were in like a homeless shelter for a few months, she got into it with this dude. Like we'd be like having to they'd line up and we'd have to get blankets or whatever. We were in this gym and we'd have to get blankets or whatever. They just bring out these large cart of blankets. And so we'd have to get them or whatever. And she like made friends with this lady, and the lady had like a husband, whatever. And the husband was like, I don't want you talking about like my mama because she had me. He was like, I don't want you talking to them, blah, blah, blah. My mama and him, they went the fuck at it. She heard that shit and they went the fuck at it, bro. She was not having none of that shit, bro.
I don't feel like she put up with much fuckery at all.
No. Especially when she was like younger and shit. Bro, I see her rip her. No, matter of fact, I didn't see that. But she ripped a whole fucking air conditioner out of fucking window one time. I'm talking about she was trying to get in the fucking house. I think like It was like a boyfriend she had, and I think there was like a girl. He had like a girl in the house or something.
Oh, so all the doors were locked. She was coming in anyway.
She took that fucking air conditioner, fucking bro, just ridiculous shit. 90s shit.
We're gonna have some insane mom stories on this podcast.
Oh yeah,
and it's gonna be great because they need to know how tough these women really are.
Yeah, I mean.
I got some
single mothers.
I got some bangers, dude. I'm gonna hear about them, and once they get out there, I'm gonna get the phone call. Well, here's another funny thing. I did this this client of mine. She's from Chicago, and she's super cool, and she's half Jewish, half Italian. The good mix, you know what I mean?
The good mix.
And her name's Julie. My mom's name's Julie.
There it is.
So I was like, you kind of remind me of my mom, and she goes, she said something about yelling, and I go, well, that's just love. I got yelled at this morning. My mom called me. She's just talking.
Bro.
There's no drama there. And her husband's in the room just shaking his head because he's just some white dude. You know what I mean? Like he's just like, yeah, the yelling it doesn't stop. I'm like, dude, you signed up for it. I'm saying this to
so
I'm in their house talking about like doing some work. And I'm like, hey man, you signed up for this. She's from Chicago. You know what she's made of.
Yeah, bro.
Yelling is going to happen at all times of the day.
Your mom was just so fucking cool, though. The fact that I just met her like a couple months ago is wild to me. Just because we've known each other for a little bit. And, bro, she gave me this hug, and it was such a motherly, it was almost this spiritual thing for me because she hugged me like she had known me her entire life.
Yeah.
And it was this like motherly, almost like, okay, you like, let's say you lost your mom or whatever. Like, I'm hugging you motherly because you need this.
Yeah.
And it was just so crazy when it was right out there when she first met me. And I was like, wow. It was just this, it like relief, like it was like a relief thing. And I don't even know what it was. It was like, I knew her already for whatever fucking
reason.
You have.
It
was weird.
It was like, oh, we've known each other before.
Yep. It was just
that's how I felt when I met your mom, though.
Yeah.
And I told you that. I was like,
such a crazy.
I was like, bro, this is gonna sound really weird, but like your mom, my mom are like the same energy.
And you always told me that shit.
And it was fucking crazy.
It was.
And it still is. But is it? Not really. Because it's like we're here and of course it's that. For. Like, and she can't stop by. Do you know how many times she's asked me this week, like, what date is London and Julian coming up here? Like, are you guys doing this? Like, I need to make plans. I need to know what to. I'm like, hold on. We need to figure out how the summer's going for everybody. Like, I talked to Lauren. She approved it. Now we got to pick a date.
Yeah.
And then she calls me. She goes, I have plane credits from Allegiant. I'll pay for the fucking tickets. Jesus like, they have to come up there. And I was like, okay, we're going to do it.
We'll be up here. We'll be up there.
We got to go in July.
I'm down with it.
That Harley starting up?
You got fucking Sons of Anarchy across the street.
It's all here.
Every bit of it.
Motorcycle gangs.
Fucking Jose
another
grilling
gangs.
Sea bass out back.
Oh, yeah. It smelled really nice over there the other night. And Miguel's gone, but whoever's over there now, they cook just as good, dude.
It's fucking Miguel's cousin, baby.
Got other
Great
Jules
substitute.
next door. He's a monitor guy for some country dude.
He's what?
He's a monitor dude for some big country artist. Jordan something. I don't know his name. Jordan. I don't know. But he's cool as shit.
Huh.
He comes over and he's like, hey man, I'm learning bass. And I was like, fuck yeah. And he's like, well, I just got to figure, like I just got nothing to do a lot of times. I want to learn bass. And I was like, I just bought a 7-string, dude. And he's like, what? Why? And I was like, because I want to chug. I just want to chug. He's like, don't you have drums over there? I go, my drums aren't in the studio. We redesigned it. Like I can't fit them in here.
Yeah.
Which might lead me to buying a new house.
Oh, fuck. Here we go. Come on over in my direction, bro. Come on over, bro.
It's a lot over there, bro.
Man. Imagine if I lived 20 minutes away.
Well, what would be on? So it'd have to be like Mount Juliet or something? Is that on? No. What's on the way on 24? That's not all the way to Murfreesboro.
Smyrna and Laverne, but nobody wants to live there.
Yeah.
I grew up there. It's trash.
So that's all. I'm not living anywhere out there.
Rockville, bro.
What?
Fucking Rockville.
No,
it's the country, bro.
I'm not ready for all that yet.
The fucking. How are you?
I want something with a basement where we can have the whole studio and the drums. I need it all. Because right now my drums are in storage, dude. That's kind of fucking crazy.
Nolansville. the good part of Nolensville. Not
it's expensive as hell over there, dude.
Well, it's expensive everywhere.
Yeah. That's why I'm here in Madison.
No, fucking listen.
If I were to buy this, I couldn't afford this house now if I were to buy it now. Which is crazy to think about. Yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's the yard, bro.
It is the yard. We're good. Maya, get out there.
It's the fucking yard.
Beat it.
But yeah. All right. Well, we about ready to make this music?
You ready to track? How many tracks you got?
I got 2.
Okay.
Now, I got about 2 lines of a verse that I got to finish for one.
You'll finish it right now, probably.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm doing like this weird like spoken word thing on one of these tracks.
Sick.
Yeah, so it's gonna be that. It's like got a hook, like a singy hook, but then it's like, and I want you to do it in a tiny voice too. My verse, my spoken word verse. Tiny voice it up, bro.
I'm gonna get that Octaver on there and get weird.
What is that?
That harmony plugin that I had. You know the one, Jules, where it's got, you can pitch it all down and then it has the 3-layer harmony on it. I might make you track it 3 or 4 times and then we'll fucking
Jesus Christ. Track what 3 or 4 times?
The
spoken word shit?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that.
Oh, it's that freeform?
Yeah, where it's like it's in no type of nothing.
We'll figure it out.
I don't know where shit is in the song, just to be real. I was just writing parables.
Hell yeah. What song is it to? What beat is it?
White and Pink.
Okay.
White and Pink. And then I got that beat 10, that Pink Floyd beat I'm gonna do today.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I already told him, I go, we got to get on this Crucible beat that he hasn't heard, which you haven't heard.
I still haven't heard?
Mm-mm. And then we need to finish. And then I was like, he's gonna get on that fucking Pink Floyd-y vibe thing. I called it. I knew.
Oh yeah. I got a whole theme for it and everything. It's beautiful.
Till next time.
Till next time. Moon, Wolf, out. Peace.